This is Morning Motivation for Educators on the Be Podcast Network. Learn about all the shows at bepodcastnetwork.com. You'll hear from a variety of formal and informal educators who help put this podcast together. If you'd like to contribute your voice to this show, please go to morningmotivationedu.com to apply.
I'm Danielle Newfer, an educator for over 20 years who went up against 2 bouts of serious teacher burnout before finally realizing that I needed to share what worked and what didn't with educators everywhere. This is when Teaching Well was born. At Teaching Well, I partner with schools who recognize that when schools prioritize well-being, true teaching and learning can happen. And there's nothing more integral to building this kind of school culture than finding ways to care for yourself in the midst of all the school day hustle and bustle. Building in these moments is what this podcast is all about. And it's what I hope to bring to you each time I get the opportunity to speak with you here. So with that, let's begin. Rest, relax, and restore. Yes, this is the one that we are always told to rest after our harried school year. But sometimes that can be the most uncomfortable thing to access. We are constantly in motion. To rest sounds so abrupt, perhaps even a little careless or lazy, but it doesn't have to be. When we bring intention to these things, we can rest with ease. We do not need to access permission or allowance. We simply can rest, relax, restore. But what that looks like is very individual. Resting doesn't have to be doing nothing, although it can look like doing nothing to someone else. Resting can be mind wandering. Resting can be taking a walk. It can be napping. What is rest to you? Is it restful to read a book, or is that more stressful? Is it restful to sit outside and listen to the birds? Is it restful to organize your house? For me, that is a very restful thing to do. It feels really good to get a cabinet or 2 or 3 cleaned and then sit on the couch and enjoy what I've just done. That is restoring to me. That is restoring the physical space in which I live in. It's restoring the place and physicality of where I live into a more restful place. So don't get caught up in making yourself sit still, but be intentional about what you find and very honest with yourself about what you find to be truly restful. Is it restful to have a friend over for tea? Because sometimes that can be more stressful, but sometimes that's exactly what we need. Is it restful to watch a movie with a little one and make popcorn, sharing it out of the bowl together? Is it restful to move, or is it restful to sit? Is it restful to turn the tones, chimes, and devices off? Is it restful to put aside 10 minutes or 1 whole day? Your season of life will dictate your definition of rest and what that can mean to you right now. And what I want you to hear me say is that it's all good. The key is showing up for all of it with intention. Rest, relax, restore. With full attention and attention. This is where true rejuvenation lies. This is when we fill our cup. This is how we move through this darker side of our sunny summer break. Give yourself permission to rest. If this morning's motivation resonated with you, I'd love to connect more. You can find all the different ways we can partner together in the show notes and at teachingwell.life.
Thanks for listening. And whatever role you have in education, we have a podcast for you at bepodcastnetwork.com. Who among your friends and colleagues needs to hear this message today? Please share it with them right now.